I'd like to call the June 13th board meeting to order. All board members are present. Please stand for the pledge and invocation.
Please rise. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please raise your hand. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful day, and thank you for those that are here. Help us represent the school. Be with us as we go forward as a public school and guide and protect us. And just thank you for the grace and mercy you show us each day. Amen.
We would like to welcome the public and media that are here to today's board meeting. Please take a look at the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second. It has been moved by Richard Bond, seconded by Lucille Holmes to approve the agenda as printed. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, the motion carried. Public participation.
We do not have anybody signed up for public participation today.
Thank you. Cabinet updates, Dr. Woodruff.
All right. Ms. Ordway, we will start with our retirees. Coach Cotton, come on up.
Mr. Cotton has been in service with the Cleveland School District ever since 2001. So we'd like to commend him for his service.
Thank you.
A quick photo of
Thank you.
Mr. Cotton. Let's do the-
Leroy, I'd like to say thank you to the board for all the hats you've worn in this district through the years. I know sometimes we put you in some difficult spots and you performed really well. We appreciate that as a board, being able to count on you through the years to lead our children.
Thank you, I appreciate it. It's been a pleasure.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Quickly, Coach Cotton, we go back a long way.
Yes, ma'am.
All the way back to a lot of student trips that people don't know about.
Yes.
Bus trips, spending the night on the bus, having to watch children that didn't belong to you, keep them in line.
Yes.
And so I appreciate everything that you have done, from helping the schools, helping the elementary children, all the way up through high school. You're one of a kind, and we're sorry to lose you.
Thank you.
Mr. Jimmy Johnson. Mr. Johnson has served in the transportation department since 2019. Excellent, and Ms. Thomas and AP said she's gonna miss him dearly because he did lots of things for her.
These folks too young to be retired.
No comment.
Mr. Fulton Cherry.
I'm cool with that.
Mr. Cherry has served the district since 1996. We are very sad. Very sad. All right.
Yes, ma'am. I'm still alive, so I still be alive, so I can.
All right. And Ms. Joyce Johnson.
Oh, Joy.
Ms. Jones has served in the district, she initially started in the district in 1978.
Gracious.
In their absence, we would also like to publicly acknowledge, Ms. Dina Beavers from Hayes Cooper Center, Ms. Dina Berry from Hayes Cooper, Ms. Melanie Gray, and Amanda Bonner from Hayes Cooper. Also, Ms. Mary Hickman from the Transportation Department, and Ms. Diane Thompson from Naylor Elementary.
Dr. Delucci Board, I received a message from Melanie Gray. She said to apologize for not being here. She was in Florida on vacation, and so she wanted to tell you that she appreciated the invitation. That's why she wasn't here.
Well, we appreciate all of you for your service to the district, and you will be missed. So, thanks again.
Thank you,
For
guys.
the job
Thank you.
well done.
You don't have to leave now.
There's something else waiting.
Okay, graduation went well. We had 143 graduates this year. And so once graduation was over, we're off to summer school, where we have a summer program at Naylor for K through 2 students. Right now, they have around 40 students attending, 6 teachers, 2 assistant teachers. Theirs runs June 5th through the 29th, and they're doing Monday through the 23rd, I'm sorry. They're doing Monday through Friday. The Students with Disabilities Extended School Year is at Bell again this year. We have about 80 students, 10 teachers, and that's including the speech teachers because they get therapy during the summer. Plus, we have 3 and 4-year-olds in that program as well. They're June 5th through 29th, Monday through Thursday. The elementary summer school is at Parks this year, where we're actually running summer school with about 80 students. And then the reading camp that was supposed to be housed, the one we got the grant for at D.F. Smith, but we couldn't because of construction. That one is also run at the same place. And so they will take their 3rd grade reading test while they're at the reading camp, June 22nd at 7:30. They're supposed to be there. We put out flyers and stuff, so make sure they'll come and eat a good breakfast before they take that next retest. So we're looking forward to that. Middle and high school program is at the Career Center, and that is going well. Let's see. We have 19% of our students left to take that final retest, so I think that's looking good for us as a district. And I hope we get down to 0 after this final test and this remediation that they're getting. The summer feeding programs are at all those 3 locations, Naylor, Bell, and Parks. We're serving breakfast and lunch. In your packet, I did a chart. There was a chart that went through the 9th of June. So as of the 13th, we've served 1,278 breakfast meals and 1,224 lunch meals. So I hope
That's in the FYI.
Yes. Everywhere I go, I keep telling people, don't forget to go eat, because you have 3 choices of where to go. Also, we got the grant award for the video bell ringers for ACT prep for the middle school for 3 years, starting this school year coming up. And that's all I have at this point.
Okay, 88 for Bay,
Yes.
84% at the high school.
Yep.
Is there a plan in place?
There
I ask
will
this
be.
every point.
I know. The teacher ADA,
I'm not
one of
talking
our
about
summer
teachers, I'm talking about
projects.
students.
Sir?
I'm talking about student ADA.
Yes, one of our summer project, teacher and student, is our summer project to work on ways to reward both students and teachers, and we have some ideas of what we want to do, but we're gonna continue working with the principals on those as well, because
We don't sit first day, it's not gonna be there in May.
that's right.
So get a plan together this summer and
Yep,
start the new year off.
that's the
Sure.
plan.
That's sure.
Mhm. That's all I have.
Business department,
All right, I just have updates on the fund balance for district maintenance and food service.
Both bank accounts have been reconciled through April 2023. The district's fund balance, as of that date, was $17,526,139. Excuse me. The total amount of expenditures for the month was $2,058,306, and the revenue was $1,785,687,000. That was for district maintenance. Moving on to food service.
Hold on. I know you still got another month bills come in July before you start closing out. What does it look like? Did we stay pretty close to budget?
With the exception of the payments for the bathroom renovation project,
Which we knew that was $1 million, whatever.
$3 million. So we spent $1.5 million, I believe, on that project already. So we went over that amount in the budget, but we had already got that approved.
And we had, what do we have built in for a year in, for us? How much money carrying over in district maintenance?
Yes, so the balance of, you said how much, the fund
In other
balance, or
words-
how much of that project carrying over, I'm
No,
sorry.
just fund balance.
The fund balance, I could do a projected fund balance if we spend everything that's in the budget, but that's not,
Right. No, that's not.
I can definitely run that report right quick.
Just give us a general idea. Is it
I would
5 million,
say,
6 million, 7 million? That we're, before we get any monies?
before we get any reimbursements, I'm looking at somewhere around 13, 14 million
13,
fund
14,
balance.
so we got plenty to carry us until we start getting Title I monies
Yeah.
and after.
After all expenses and everything been paid, I'm looking at about 13, 14.
So that was the question.
Is that more than was projected, or about the same, or less?
Let me run the projected report for April, I ran it for June, so, what do you wanna know for now? Let me just do it.
Well, we've really been looking at that figure since October. We
Yeah,
had any,
we have.
13 and 14.
Okay,
At one time, we were using figure 12.
okay, so we're good. I mean,
I'll run it just.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
good shape. Doesn't mean you're rich, but you're just, you know.
You got more in yellow right now.
Oh, yeah, see, our expenditures are inflated in some areas, so
I see,
I wouldn't take much into this report
Check.
at all. I don't even give you the number.
See a huge amount of money.
We're not
We'll
even
get
close to that.
Go ahead.
All right. The food service bank account, fund balance was $1,596,395. The expenses for April was $214,503, and we brought in $352,527,000 for the month of April. And of course, they got the big major projects going on, so you'll see that fall. That's all that I have.
What do you attribute the increase in food services revenue to?
They also received some extra dollars. They received extra monies for, what is it, Ms. Johnson? The claim reimbursements went up, because the food costs went up. So, yeah, the fuel reimbursements are bigger.
So our federal reimbursement for food services are free, they don't even have reduced lunches anymore, it's just free lunches.
Yeah, this district is retired.
And so the entire district, and so that reimbursement's of, but our cost is of,
All if they pick up food.
do what?
Some of that,
If they'll pick it up.
last summer, they reimbursed them like it's regular school,
Right.
Is there, so you only get reimbursed if they pick it up?
Throughout the school year. Summer, I think last summer they gave us the full rate that they would normally use throughout the school year instead of the summer rate.
Okay. So,
That was last summer. I don't think the same.
we
this
just
summer.
need to figure out a way to try to pick, like you said a while ago, get them to eat or pick it up, or
Yeah.
even if they're going home.
Yeah, because she'll definitely need to rebuild after the cafeteria renovations that are going on. So,
That may make the food more appetizing, they may want to go in and eat it.
I agree.
They took in fryers out. Fryers,
Ain't no,
when they was frying everything, they was getting it.
it's like break time.
Any other questions for this?
We could do this.
Mr. Tanner, what's that program, do you have anything? Okay. District operation.
Only thing, of course, we got the cafeteria renovations going on. They have abated all of the cafeterias as of now, so they wait for the air quality to clear, and then the painters will go in next. Then after the painters, the flooring, and then they'll start with the rest of the renovation. So it's on track to hopefully be through by mid-July, late July at the latest for the cafeterias. Of course, we still have roofing going on at the middle school. They will be transitioning hopefully sometime in July to the high school campus once they finish up at the middle school. HVAC and bathroom renovations are still going on at district-wide at this time.
What about the building that the boys and girls going in? Is it completely through, ready for
No,
them to take?
they are, matter of fact, tomorrow they should be getting the remainder of the wall tiling, and they'll start back wall tiling the restroom. They have done the floor tiling. After the wall tile, then they have to go in with the install of the actual toilets, sinks, and the rest of it. Now, as far as being ready, they should be finished with that pretty quickly. I would say mid-July, by the time the tiles come in with cycle. Now, we did have it tested, and everything is clear, air quality is clear, everything is clear over there, so.
Have you met with them since you got that back?
I hadn't had a chance to talk to
Okay.
them.
Well, if you get a few minutes, probably touch base with them and give them that timeline you just gave us, and what all you've done for it, checking for air quality and all that.
Okay.
So they can kind of get their timeline together.
Okay, I'll give them a call.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Johnson? You all right? Go ahead. Okay. Give us an update on the damage that's done at Dan Smith from the rain and the leaks.
At the middle school.
Uh-huh.
So at the middle school, and I want to say it was in about from the office way almost to the principal's office, if you familiar to that little stretch, it was that hallway. It was some computers that got wet. I think they was checked at this time. I'm not sure if we have, and I defer to Ted if any damage was done to any of the physical properties, but they did remove installation and tile, and they have replaced the installation and tile from there. And they did get sealed up. Now, as far as the technology damage, I'm not 100% sure on how much was actually damaged.
What about replacing all of the ceiling tiles in the school? Was that built into anybody's budget, the roof repair?
Not ceiling tile, not school-wide, but I defer to Ms. Harrington on pricing on ceiling tile issue-wide.
Yeah, none of the ceiling tile was part of the HVAC change out, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
All right, have you had a chance to check on pricing?
No, we haven't had a full price on it. Yeah, we just, basically, like DM Smith, we've just been changing out all the bad tiles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that part of the thing with Snyder too, is
Yeah,
tile replacement district-wide? If we elect to do that?
I put a small contingency in the budget just for next year, in the event that we need to replace them at a mass level. So it is I don't have a quote, so I project it based on my knowledge.
Any other questions for, district operations? Okay, board advisor updates, Mr. Vaughn?
I'm just gonna do it from here. May not seem like, but I've been here 9 months now, doing that period of time.
It seems longer than that.
It's been 9 months, but based on observations and actually participating in some strategy sessions and this and that and the other, I'm proud to report to you that you have a strong leadership team coming from the central office. And based on everything that I've seen that's dealing with construction to instruction, I think the level of communication among staff members in this school district has exceeded expectations, which is very positive. There are still some negative, things that could be discussed that I'm not going to discuss tonight, because you can't do everything in a short period of time, and we haven't, and like I said, 9 months is no time at all in reference to what we're trying to accomplish here. But based on everything that I've seen, and my personal dealings with individuals throughout the state that I know, my contacts and everybody, and actually talking to 2 or 3 individuals, I'm convinced that the strategies that the Cleveland School District has in place and are going to put in place are centered around the current leadership team that you have. And based on that projection, I would strongly suggest that we abandon the idea of having a superintendent search. Go ahead and elevate the status of your current interim superintendent to superintendent for the purpose of not jeopardizing all the plans that we're currently involved with, if that makes sense.
So your recommendation to the board is for Lisa, Dr. Ramucci, to be superintendent for a 2-year period?
Yes.
I'm
recommending to give her a 2-year contract. And y'all negotiate whatever you need to negotiate, but remove the status of interim. Go ahead and make her your superintendent. Let's make, proper entities aware of the fact that we're doing that. It's not gonna change any of the leadership. It's not gonna change anything except paperwork. Her contract will be different. It'll say superintendent now, it won't say interim, things of that nature. But as I said, y'all, I've made phone calls, and the people that I know are good people. They're good school people, they're smart people. And what you're seeing right now, within, say, a 60-mile radius of where we are, school districts are releasing superintendents. And I don't think that a lot of the individuals that are being released are worthy of coming to Cleveland, Mississippi. I'm just going to say that. I would not recommend it anyway, had I led the search to do it. And that's not to get into personnel issues on the other hand. What I'm saying is everybody's telling me, Reggie, you all got what you need. See if it's gonna work. And to my knowledge, right now, it's working. Based on what people are saying in town, the people that already know the superintendent from when she was in her position up here at the central office, as well as being a principal over on the east side of town, well-known, I won't say well-loved, but respected. And that is my recommendation, that for the next 2 years, at least, would you be your superintendent, not your interim superintendent. And in 2 years, reevaluate the situation. Either have a superintendent search or extend the contract with the superintendent. 2 years is right down the road, to be here before you know it, but that's my recommendation to you. As long as she's got that team, I am very confident that this district's gonna be okay, and it's headed in the right direction.
Madam President, will you entertain the motion at this time?
Yes. We have heard the cabinet updates. I would like to entertain a motion to accept the cabinet updates and the recommendations from Mr. Barnes regarding, Dr. Bermucci, being named superintendent of Cleveland School District.
I think let's do that as a separate item. Let's do the separate cabinet updates, and then we'll do a separate for the superintendent's contract.
Okay. Well, I was gonna request to move that part to.
You could move to
executive
executive session.
session.
That'll be
So
fine.
we're gonna accept the reports then.
Separate report, then we'll do,
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Oh, and as advisor, are there any comments, concerns?
Can this motion pass before it dies?
Yes, ma'am.
It has been moved by Richard Fox, seconded by Debbie Farinelli, to accept the cabinet updates. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Proceed.
Go ahead.
Are there any questions about any concerns that any board members may have?
I think if there's any concerns.
It would be
about
that.
that executive session.
It'll,
If there's any comments or concerns, we can do that in executive session.
Do it in executive
Well,
session.
I wasn't particularly referring to personnel. I mean, as advice for the school district. This is beyond the conversation with the superintendent. I mean, overall for students. Any concerns?
Typical concern that the board always has this time of year, let's get ready for school to start. I know we just finished, let's be ready. First impressions, only impressions.
And not start school year like we did last year.
right.
That's not gonna happen.
Make
I'm
sure
sure
they
you're there.
And I think you all discussed plans A and B last meeting, did you not?
Yes, it just up there, one of the units are in for the high school, some have been installed, I'm not sure exactly how many we got installed.
We installed 6 of them so far.
6 of them, and Robinson Electric will rewire for them to work, so.
These the same units we had last summer?
No, these are actually these are actually one,
How many we ordered?
it was 30.
They use up 15, they cover 1,500 square feet, so that's enough to do a classroom.
And we got a couple of extras, spares, just in case.
As long as we're ready.
And a reserve in the budget for next year in case we need more.
Okay, now, we had a situation with the heat. In the
Oh,
wintertime, too.
They heat and air you.
They do both, they do both, yeah. What we've got to do a better job at though, is in-house efficiency. We've got too many classroom windows open, left open, units running all night, nobody's checking them. That has to be corrected, so there's a strategy for that too.
And I will say, I did evaluate some of those windows that appear to be left open. They're just pretty much degraded windows where the latch not hold. It'll stay for a little while, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and it'll pop back loose and pop back open. So that kills the units too.
So that's not being done necessarily on purpose.
Oh, no,
No, not on purpose. It's,
Yeah, oh,
I
yeah.
think they actually do try to go and latch them, but I say 5 to 10 minutes, they pop it right back down.
And you have a solution for that, right?
We have requested for, window renovation replacement, but we are waiting on archives and history.
Wait on our appeal.
We're waiting on appeal. They denied the first request.
And the reason was what?
That's just their thing, they want to preserve history and
No,
survey.
I mean, why did they deny?
They just said not, I mean.
Debbie,
Sir?
once you get on that list, if you can't get off of it, then they don't give you any money. You know, you assume you got on it, you would get some kind of grant to keep the exterior buildings the same, but you don't.
So there's no answer to that?
Well,
It's statewide, no, it's not, it's statewide. It's been going on for years.
I think we're looking at trying to prove to them that the cost of keeping the windows and repairing the windows is higher than actually replacing, because those are steel frames, so. Once we get those estimates back, that should go in appeal, hopefully. You
I'm
should
thinking
win.
something that we want.
Yeah.
Ms. Clark?
Thank you.
I would like to entertain a motion to add personnel to executive session.
so moved.
Second.
It has been moved by Richard Ross, seconded by Lucille Holmes to add personnel to executive session. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of consent agenda. I'm going to recuse myself from consent. Richard, can you take over?
Yes.
And please note it in the minutes.
Thank you.
Please make sure the record reflects that Ms. Howes is absent during discussion of consent agenda. I'll entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Been motion by George Evans, second by Lucille Holmes to approve the consent agenda as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. set this next board meeting, George. Motion carried. Everybody was, the only question we would have had, is 6 and 7 agenda items?
Oh, yes, that's why I was trying to see what we were.
I could tell.
Yeah.
Okay, item 6, set date and time for the next meeting, July 7th, 2023 at 2 p.m. Are you all available?
Well, why is it two?
Because I will be back at work and I won't get off until 12.
What day are we talking about?
July 7th,
Which is a
Friday.
2 people.
That's also math is the next week, so leadership team will be the next week. And I'm scheduled to run our Avalon ad on the 12th. So I have to approve that ad, right? And the newspaper, unless we just have a special call, y'all like to let
And
it
then we have, we're getting set to meet whatever.
the budget.
For the budget.
Budget, I got that in August. Pull the dates up again. Can you pull the dates up again?
I don't.
That's fine, we can do it in July. Yes.
July 7th, 2 o'clock.
Budget hearing in July.
Okay. Are you all okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, can I get a motion to, approve the next meeting date?
I so move.
Second. It has been moved by Lucille Holmes, seconded by Debbie Farinelli, to approve the next meeting date, July 7th, 2 p.m. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of claims docket, Ms. Brooks. Are there any questions?
Come on, Richard, I know you got something.
Page 4.
All right.
The first section, we get down here to it, 3, 2, 3, 4.
Claim number,
Oh, let's see, let me get up here to it. It's paved the way, 35,000.
that was to, the Head Start Center for their collaboration in the Early Learning Collaborative Grant.
Okay,
That's not their grant.
that's our part that we're paying them.
Correct.
Okay. Page 5. Oh, landscaping, $1,670 and $1,029. Where was that landscaping and what was that for?
In the central office and Cleveland Middle School. So they uprooted everything that was out there, got all the dead plants up. If you notice when you first walked in, all that's new, landscaping new. Same thing, the walkway in front of Cleveland Middle School.
All right, see a ton of activity funds and athletic activity funds. Is that them just using up monies end of the year?
Some of them end of the year May events, you know, you have the May Day play day, you have the trips.
Several $1,000.
The supplies, you have
Beta
supplies.
Club.
Some on stoves for graduation, some on paying dues and fees for upcoming year.
Athletic funds. Oh. Athletic funds, lights repairs, athletic funds. All right, oh. Page 14 was another payment to pave the way. Oh, see that?
That links,
All right.
yeah. So that was, ELC computers for all of the pre-K classrooms. Also that money expires June 30th. You use it.
We bought computers.
And we also purchased 3 new classrooms.
Page 15. I assume a lot of this is Bailey, that's end of the year stuff. got dates on it, all that. Oh. And there was land management fee in there, $2,080.
Yeah, that's 16th section.
That's the person that's managing that for us now,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's their fee. Is that a monthly fee or is that
No, that's the highest bid we've had since,
in page 28?
all right.
Page 4, 28. Oh, 4 imprint?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's our recruitment retention supplies.
that supplies for recruiting of teachers, or what is that?
Yes. Recruiting and retaining.
And the other one I have on there is 28,000. Air conditioning unit, is that
We
what
just spoke about.
So a little less than $1,000 piece. Plus installation. You said you bought 30 for 28,000,
And our maintenance will probably doing our installation of it.
At least it ain't gonna get Robinson.
That's the electrical part.
They're doing it, so that'll be a sip.
We only understand it.
About 30, about 38.
About 38, by the time they get it wired and everything. That's all I have, Madam President.
Can I go back and ask you a question?
On the docket?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, on the bill to the person who is managing the 16th section land, has that proven to be a positive for the district?
Oh, yes, ma'am, and it's cheapest rate we have around, it's only $75 an hour, so those are the hours they put in.
That's me.
That's
I've got
you.
some more positive news here.
Okay, so that's gonna be my next.
We're gonna justify that bill real quick.
So we're gonna get a report.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. That was like a little switch of my nose.
It's right there.
All right, thank you.
Okay, any other questions on the docket? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve the claim docket as presented.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by Richard Bott, seconded by George Evans to approve the claims docket. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of changes to EFRLF resolution and contract with CSD. Are there any questions or concerns regarding that?
That's the language in there, the person that wrote the contract, there was something, and Ms. Floyd probably has to tell me, but there's something in there about if you didn't pay your bill, that they could get your EEF money or something, and that can't be in there, so statewide, they're having to just rescind the contract.
So,
They're taking that out.
So this contract not valid?
No, this
It's
is
updated.
the updated one, to take that language
oh,
out.
what's yellow and
Right.
highlighted, what's highlighted.
Right.
Any questions or concerns regarding that? Okay.
So, Lisa, so what you're saying is the highlighted part should be removed.
Right.
And that's what
I
you're
was
asking,
showing you the other one, and then
because the updated one is, yes, it is.
without that.
Okay, if lawyer's good with it, then make the motion to approve.
I guess second.
Okay.
It's been moved by Richard Bond, seconded by George Evans to approve the changes to the EFRLF resolution and contract. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval for business department to increase financial consultant for up to 10,000. Which consultant is this?
That's the mass law.
That's okay. Are there any questions
This
regarding?
is in addition to what we've already paid, correct?
Not in addition, no. I haven't used any of that.
All right, so you're just asking in the next fiscal year to be able to use, up to $10,000.
Yes.
Any other questions? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
I so move.
Second.
Second.
It has been moved by Lucia Holmes, seconded by Debbie Farinelli to approve, business department to increase amount for financial consultant. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval for Cindy Host to continue services as needed for the 23-24 school year.
I got no problem with this, it's just no money attached to this, there's no daily rate.
But we've had
You
a,
have that,
The
Yeah.
same day rate that
we're doing now.
Yes.
We did in the past.
with her, up to $3,000. I call her in if needed for Innovac.
Up to $3,000 total,
3,000, yeah,
Total
I
is
was here for the Innovac.
so we need to add that to that, Madam President.
3,000.
You ready for the motion, Sheila? I make a motion to approve Cindy Hope's continued services needed for 23-24 up to and not to exceed the amount of $3,000. Without board approval.
I second.
it's been moved by Richard Bond, seconded by George Evans to approve Cindy Hopes to continue services as needed up to $3,000 for the school year 23-24. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of Ms. Denise S. to continue services as needed for 23-24 school year. The same thing.
There again, there's no
Right.
money attached to it.
Up to 5,000.
All right, not to exceed $5,000. Here's my motion, Ms. Bell. Approval, Denise to continue services needed for 23-24 up to and not to exceed $5,000.
Need a second?
I second.
It has been moved by Richard Bach, seconded by Lucia Holmes to approve Denise S. to continue services as needed for the school year 23-24 up to $5,000. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of Premier Speakers Bureau contract for convocation speaker.
Yes, that is, Mr. Barry Smith from North Oliver asked me if we, the three districts could get together and get a speaker, and then it ended up not working out for them, so West Oliver is agreeing to partner with us to bring in Troy Kemp, who's a big name speaker, and I'm excited about it. It'll be August 2nd, and, so this is the final contract for that,
So,
open convocation.
but if West Oliver doesn't do it, we're gonna look for 95.
We haven't heard from Ron already?
Yeah, their meeting got recessed, so he said they'll be fine, but
But we need to go into this thinking we're not
Put
gonna.
the money on that,
That we're not gonna.
the whole amount, yeah,
$9,000.
9,500.
up to.
Up to $9,500.
Okay. Can I get a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Been moved by George Evans, seconded by Debbie Farinelli to approve Premier Speakers Bureau contract for convocation up to $9,500. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of energy bid.
What is
Is
that?
that you, Mr.
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes, that was the selection of the energy servicing company. We had an RFQ, which was a request for qualifications, and you can see in that document.
But we're not entering into a contract
No,
at this point. This
no,
is just
no.
saying that you met what we asked you to meet.
And we selected, and then what they would do, they would come out and do the full audit and come back with a proposal, a project, and then that's when we would meet and discuss the leadership
Like we
team
did
along with the
at
board.
the workshop,
And-
talk
and
about
decide-
different things that they can do with funding mechanisms.
Yes, before we enter, this not entering
This is not a
into
contract.
So this is just to accept the bid,
this to accept them to
I mean,
perform
to
the,
come in.
Come in, evaluate and see what's needed.
and what they can do, and how much it will cost to do what they propose. So you go in, eliminate, or add, or whatever they need to do.
All right,
I really liked her presentation. I thought she did a very good job. I hated to be negative, I apologize to the board, but we've been through this before. As a board, years previously, I think, did you ever look back and see 2010, 2012, 10? No, it was. We're still making payments.
Last one next year.
last one next year. So that, I'm just telling y'all, we can say 2010, it's a 14-year payoff. And I'm almost positive windows were in that at that time.
Yeah.
Just lighting,
Just lighting.
electrical. Some H, I know that boiler over at DM, was in there at that time. I remember having a rent boiler from them. Or exhaust, something to,
That was
not
a
boiler.
paper master. This is strictly lighting.
Strictly lighting,
That energy lighting.
strictly lighting.
We did a different master lease for door access project.
And we did the controls.
Yeah.
Yeah, lighting and controls, electric. That's it.
It had to be more than that for us to still be paying on it.
I think they replaced that chiller.
Do what?
I think they replaced the chiller at DM Smith. with their
Somewhere in
project.
that time frame.
Wonder what else.
Somewhere in that time frame, we did do that material. 2010, 12, somewhere in
Year,
there.
but different lease.
I think it's a different lease.
There's no got two bottom out.
Right.
But we need to be visible. We just need to really, really spend some time on this. And of course, if they bring us funding, that's a different
Right,
animal.
I don't think, I think it's a consensus of the leadership team that we're not looking to enter into an energy savings contract. We're looking mainly through grants and district funding to do the things that we need.
Pay as we go.
So would it be wise for us to know what we need, so when they come in and do the evaluation, we can compare the two?
Yes, now, upon the proposal that we submitted, we gave them a list of what we want them to look at and see what they can offer here. And of course, they gonna come back, they gave us, I guess, a bird's eye view of kind of what was presented, of what they could do. But now they'll come in and they'll actually do a full audit to see feasibly some of the stuff like lighting. That's one of the things, of course, that they strong on. The LED light, how it would do, what the cost, whether it's gonna save anything.
Exterior and interior.
Exterior and interior, also along with how we lose energy on our windows, if that's something that they're able to, help us with, along with just general stuff for us. We're looking at a security, grant, and so we're looking at door access, intercom, those things we have applied for. So if those grants are funded, those are some of the things we would have them to do as projects.
Do we have any idea on the timeline?
July, we should know in July whether or not we will receive both of those grants.
Thank you. I'll make the motion to approve Snyder as our energy, whatever they would be called, energy consultant.
All right, can I get a second?
I'll second
It has been moved by Richard Bott, seconded by Debbie Fiorelli to approve Snyder as the energy consultant. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of contractual agreement with Mississippi Department of Vocational Rehabilitation for Student Services. Have you all reviewed that?
I'm good with it.
Okay, any questions regarding? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Can I get a second? It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Lucia Holmes to approve the contractual agreement with Mississippi Department of Vocational Rehabilitation for Student Services. Approval of Brighter Future Educational Diagnostic Services and Consulting. Have you all reviewed that MOU?
I have.
Are there any questions?
Lawyers, you good with it?
If not, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
I'll second
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Debbie Fiorelli to approve Brighter Future Educational Diagnostic Services and Consulting. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of the Child Nutrition Employee Handbook. Are there any questions regarding that?
Has it been reviewed by the leadership team?
You got the name on
Mr. Johnson?
Yes, I
Are there any questions regarding it? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
it. Second.
It has been moved by David Fairnelly, seconded by Richard Boggs to approve the child nutrition employee handbook. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of the 23-24 adult breakfast and lunch meal increase. Are there any questions regarding that?
This meets the requirements for the free lunches. Is this something we have to do, or this?
It was a,
No.
it was a state.
Yeah,
This is
the
for the
state-
teachers.
Yeah, but do it via the state increase price.
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by
Already, correct.
George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs to approve the 23-24 adult breakfast and lunch increase. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. You had a question?
I'm just trying to see if they're gonna get a bigger portion.
It'll be the last time increase.
Yes.
We ought to go over and eat breakfast there more.
All right.
And it's actually $4.50 now.
Yeah, but the portion.
That's lunch, the breakfast is still $4, I think.
No, it's $4. Some went up 2 cents, some went up 33
Breakfast
cents.
$2.60 and lunch $4.50. All right, items number 18 and 19, we are requesting to table those items because when we did the advertisement was done for the bids to be due back on the 15th. So we'll need to table that until,
Make a motion to table, agenda item 18
And
and
19.
19, which is the walk-in cooler freezer and the built bid.
okay? Can I-
Second.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by George Evans to table items number 18 and 19, which are our walk-in cooler and milk bids. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of cancellation of 16 section lease contract. Is that you?
Yes.
Okay,
I can handle that.
okay.
You have a leaseholder that basically was in default of ad valorem taxes. And when that occurs, when the third year kicks in the default, the property actually matures to the state of Mississippi, and it is required to file a cancellation of that leasehold interest. And I prepared that document, and so it would need to be signed off and filed in public record, and then, of course, we file it with the Secretary of State's office.
Then, after that process is through, it reverts back to the district.
It reverts back to the district. If there's improvements on the property, then we notify the lien holder of those improvements and ask that they come in and get a new lease agreement with the school district. If there are no improvements on the property, then basically it becomes available to lease for someone that comes forward with an application to lease the property.
Move approved.
Second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs to approve the cancellation of 16 section lease contract. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of proposed policy review calendar. We reviewed that. Are there any questions? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by Lucille Holmes, seconded by Debbie Fairnelly to approve the calendar review. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of K-3 summer reading grant. Are there any questions regarding that grant information? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
I so moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Lucille Holmes, seconded by George Evans to approve the summer reading grant. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. We're gonna look at items number 23, 24, 25, 26, which are all MOUs for either dual credit or CTE, workforce development. Are there any questions regarding those MOUs?
So 23 and 26?
Yes.
Question?
If there are no
Everybody-
questions,
Everybody at the table, let's do with the policies. I make a motion to approve agenda item 23, 24, 25, and 26 at this time.
are there any, can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by Richard Box, seconded by Lucille Holmes to approve items number 23 through 26. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of network and E-rate consultant contract renewal. Anyone can give us,
That's the same guy we've been using since way back, that helps us.
are there any questions regarding?
So I was just confused on the amount. Network consulting fee would be $45,000 a year, the E-rate consulting will be $7,500 a year. So what are we approving?
Both of them?
So,
That's your, like, systems engineer part, and then he's helping file for E-rate.
so that's
Like a
like we're
total.
paying him to consult with our district for network things.
Right.
And then he also consults to get reimbursed on E-rate.
To help file the E-rate.
I thought we always did the E-rate stuff.
52,
We did have one person that was doing that, but. I guess she-
The process
she needs
changed,
help.
Richard, but that doesn't mean that this can't be studied.
Can we table it?
Because I share your
Something by-
concern.
By tabling that,
Yeah.
will it hurt, will it affect our E-rate or anything like that?
I wouldn't take, I'd look towards next year, trying to help this plan.
Let's table it and get some more information from that table.
What does that got to do with the, end of the year budget?
I would assume this is for next year, 23, 24
Yeah,
school
this
year.
is in
Okay,
next year, so
okay.
yeah.
It'll be instructors.
Okay, okay.
So y'all have a problem tabling that to get some more clarification, Lucille? Whether or not we're,
Is it gonna hurt us?
Well, the only thing is that this one, his contract, I mean, could be, I guess, edited to start July 7th, but I'm not sure if.
all right, that's,
Can I make
since we don't know, let's move it to executive session, because she may have to talk
All
about
right.
personnel.
Yes.
Can I get a motion to add, to move item 27 to executive session?
I so move.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Lucille Holmes, seconded by, Richard Box to move the network and E-rate consulting contract to executive session. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Hold on a second. Okay. 28 is discussion and approval of board member compensation expenses. So with that, board members, we have to go on the record individually to decide how we would want our compensation. There was an increase effective July 1.
This year.
Yes.
So, in other words, the question before the board is whether you want to receive it on equal payments. I'm assuming they went to
Yeah.
4
It went to, hang on, let me pull it up.
How much is it?
$1.
I think it's 24.
Okay, so the option is $112 for no more than 36 meetings, or we would qualify under 1 for school board members serving in a district with less than 5,000 students enrolled in the district. The member shall receive an annual salary of $4,000.
So you just take the 4,000 divided by 12,
Right.
no matter how many meetings you have. That's how we've always done it, I think.
Right. But according to this, we have to be on record individually.
Okay, you want me to go?
Yes.
Oh, I choose to take it, the 4,000 divided by 12, option 1.
Okay.
Me too.
Housing, divided by 12 to 4,000.
I agree.
Instead of like,
Okay.
Just 12 equal installments.
Yes.
we can stop.
Did like the way
What we doing right now?
Holding out the taxes and all.
Yeah.
Right. All right, so, our responses are on record. Can I get a motion to approve the policy?
I so moved that we approve this policy.
Second,
Second.
it has been moved by Lucille Holmes, seconded by Debbie Farinelli to approve policy BBB board, BBBE, board member compensation expenses. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. We're now gonna take a look at items number 29, 30, 31, and 32. Those are to discuss and approve policies that were tabled previously. Are there any questions regarding those
The
policies?
only one I had was on sex-related education. There's nothing hidden in there that we should be aware of, is it, Katie?
No, the only thing, it was a policy we already had, it was an MSD update, and they just changed the language because the initial policy stated something, and I wanna be specific, it gave a specific thing, and they kinda took that out, and changed the language.
We're not agreeing for separate restrooms or anything like that.
No, it's not a policy like that at all. It's what type of form of sex education, abstinence, because the state only recognizes two, abstinence and abstinence plus.
Right,
Tell
okay.
you what you can't teach. I read what you can't teach.
Okay.
Move with approve.
Second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs to approve items 29, 30, 31, and 32. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. We're gonna take a look at items 33 and 34, discuss and table policies. Can I get a motion to table?
I'll make a motion to table, these two issues.
33.
33 and 34.
Y'all got your dress code in there, way you want.
That's the student that's going on.
That's personnel, the student dress code is in the executive. Can I get a motion to table?
So, second.
Okay, it has been moved by Debbie Farinelli, seconded by Richard Boggs to table items number 33 and 34. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. We'll take a look at items 35, 36, 37. We are removing, from table the approval of those policies, student complaint, teacher request for transfer, and dress code for students. Are there any questions regarding those policies? If there aren't, can I get a motion to approve those policies?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by Lucille Holmes to approve, remove from table and approve items 35, 36, 37. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of personnel agenda, 38.1 personnel agenda. Are there any questions regarding personnel? 38.1.
Y'all got a plan? Lisa?
Hang on, look at that. Yes.
For all these vacancies, you got resignations, retirements.
Yes. We've got it down to just a couple of things that we have open.
I guess we'll get a list of that.
Okay. Are there any questions regarding 38.1?
Compliment these teachers with these, becoming national
Yeah.
workers,
Where did you see, I didn't,
It's going all the way down and
oh, it's very
supplement.
bottom. All right. Make sure that when I guess we're approving that supplement in this, is that what we're doing?
No.
And make sure that that gets turned into the business department, that their salary is adjusted for that.
Right.
We've had that happen, no communication.
Does the board do anything, the leadership team do anything to recognize those teachers that are newly board certified?
I think these are, yeah, all.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
these-
previous.
Okay.
Oh, these are not, okay.
Our mistake, our mistake.
Okay, so maybe there's one new one. in,
Yeah.
38-2,
That's something separate.
Rhonda Johnson, National.
We're looking at
Certification.
38-1.
I know, but
I gotta recuse myself from 38-2. That's the
That's why I
reason
said
we were just
oh,
gonna focus
okay,
on 38-1.
I got you, okay. Sorry.
That's okay. Are there any questions regarding 38-1?
No,
If not, can I get a motion to approve?
I so move.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by Lucille Holmes, seconded by Richard Boggs to approve personnel agenda 38.1. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. I'm recusing myself from 38.2 other supplements, Richard.
I kinda like this better. I mean, so the discussion, the, what's up for is 38.2, has everybody found that on their iPads?
Yes.
All right, so, I'll entertain a motion to accept, personnel 38.2, other supplements.
Oh, I so moved.
Second it.
All right, it's been motion by Lucille Holmes, seconded by, Dr. Farinelli. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Please let the record reflect that Ms. Housing, left the room prior to the
She recused
discussion.
herself.
38.3.
All right, we're gonna look at items 38.3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's the salary scale and job description. Are there any questions regarding either of those?
We're going all the way from 38.3 to where?
8,
38 what?
38, 8.
8, okay, that's what we're going. All right, so, y'all look at all that with everybody involved in those, and everybody's good.
Yes.
Don't want any surprise.
Just got one salary scale, right?
Well, it's one scale, and you know, it's broken up per, you see how she got it broken up, okay.
But I'll make the motion to approve, 38.3 to 38.8.
Can I get a second?
I second.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by Lucille Holmes to approve items 38.3 through 38.8. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Can I get a motion to consider executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Second, it's been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs to consider executive session. All in favor?
Aye.
We will, enter executive session to discuss personnel and network and E-rate consulting.
What was, BCBK? There was another item.
Oh, and,
Network, yeah, we got that.
okay, and 16 sections. So it'll be 3 items. All right. Can I get a motion to enter?
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by George Evans to move to executive session. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. 5-minute recess.
Miss Whit, don't run.
Hey, when it's time for us to present, is there there's a way to kind of get this laptop up on that monitor?
Let's see what you have.
Yes, sir.
We can put it up. We turn the power on. Right there, inside. Yeah, right there. And it's
still turn the microphones off.
Yeah, this one,
This one?
You can slap my stick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that, whatever they y'all do.
So, I told you,
That lady.
whenever that day was.
He's off. Well, yeah, but they ain't showing nothing. They off 'cause they're not showing nothing. I don't wanna turn them back on.
That's, 38.7.
We're gonna start the police department.
That's permission to go ahead and do it. You know, we talked about it.
Right.
Now we get permission to go ahead and do it. So now we're
Let's
after.
see.
Anything, 26 to the 30 is fine.
And the same
The
thing.
30th is their Friday, they're not gonna, you wanna do 29th? Are you gonna do
38.6.
the 29th pay bill?
Say it again now.
The 29th.
Oh, no, no problem. You just wrap it up, keep it out the way.
Give me the end on this.
Of July?
She was still maintaining her.
Oh, no.
No,
I
okay.
got the wedding on, is that a Wednesday?
That's Thursday.